What's up, good people? I am here waiting for this game to get started. We are going to go live watching Bama versus North Carolina at first, and then we'll get into the Auburn versus Duke game. But looks like Bama's going to get out of here with a 15, well, currently 15 points up. Um, Good defensive game from Alabama tonight. Hopefully everybody's having a good day so far. Waiting for Auburn versus Duke. It says 2.5 on this. The line has moved to 3.5 in favor of Duke. Oh yeah, we in here. Hopefully everybody's having a good day again. If you are a Duke fan, welcome. If you are a Auburn fan, you know where you what we got going on. I do have the comments restricted to members only on this one right now. So I love y'all, but we're keeping it members only for the chat today. We'll do a post game reaction that will be everybody. But for the watch party, it is going to be members only. We're trying this out. It's our first time doing any sort of watch party. So public watch party that is. I did do one with my members for the last game. Mm. North Carolina got railroaded. Ooh, missed a dunk to end the game. Sorry. No, they're not sorry. I'm just saying it's sorry to see that kind of frustration foul there at the end. RJ Davis and the North Carolina team is now 0 for the state of Alabama. Like I don't know why Bama fans just feel obnoxious to me, man. Like they ain't doing nothing but chanting Roll Tide. I'm sure Auburn fans gonna be chanting War Eagle if Auburn wins in Cameron, but golly, they just feel obnoxious. Mm. 15-point win. Auburn set to tip off here in just a minute. As soon as this game is over, well, it's over now. As soon as they're done with their little post game, they'll get over to the Auburn versus Duke game here on ESPN. Hey man, LeBaron Philon is nice. I'll give him props when props are due. He's nice. He is nice. All right, here we go. Let's get to it, folks. Janai Broom. For y'all who are in here in the chat, how do you feel like Janai Broom is going to perform? What kind of stat line do you think he needs to have tonight? Damien said he took a nap. I did. I took a nap too, man. Look, I was doing the marathon live earlier today for early signing day, starting at like 7:20, 7:30 this morning, went until 3 o'clock. Had to do the dad thing, get my son off the bus, all of that. And then went and did my got me a little nap in before we had to do the show. So it's been a long day, but we about to watch this game, see if we can get this dub tonight in Cameron Indoor. Man, I hate when ESPN does this crap. Spotlight game 2011 and 6 with 2 steals. Okay. Well, let's see how it goes. All right. No SEC team since the 80s has had a win inside a Cameron Indoor. Jeez. Why they talking about Cameron Indoor versus Cameron Outdoor? I don't know. It's a good question. That is a good question. All right. So I don't know if y'all stream is going to be ahead of my stream, but I am just now getting to them about to tip off, not quite tipped off yet. All right, here we go. 7-2 versus 6-10 tipping off here. Janai wins the tip. Auburn's off and going. Let's do it. Short, good rebound. Chad, money. Way to start. It's a lot of Auburn fans in there. That boom was loud, bro. Okay, they have flag, and Janai Broom starting on flag. Here we go. First three out here for Duke. No. That rim sounded nasty. It's a good start for Auburn, getting Janai downhill and getting an opportunity, then getting an offensive board, though. That's the way that you want to play. Backdoor cut. Hey. Nice pass from Janai out front. Good backdoor cut from Kelly. Cooper flag. Oh, you know he's not going to shoot that, Janai. Come on, that's a bad contest from Janai. Cooper Flag's not going to. If Cooper Flag's taking a three from 2 feet behind the 3-point line, you let him take that. That's a bad contest from Janai. Bad contest. Good finish by Flag through the contact though. I don't think Cooper Flag is going to guard Janai Broom almost ever unless he gets picked on a switch. Good miss there from Flag. Oh. Good spin by Janai. Good move. That dude's 7'2", and I don't think he can handle Broom for real, bro. All right, this is a switch I expect to see a lot of. Cooper Flag. Okay, now they got. You got to be careful here, Cardwell, not to get too deep three. Nope. Good save. Auburn's way more comfortable in the half court than Duke is so far this season. Uh-oh, Miles Kelly. Yak up. Good solid screen there here. Good D. That's almost 2 right there. You got to be careful, man. Cardwell. Oh, good hands. That's off his foot. That's Auburn ball. No. That's off his foot. That's Auburn ball. I'm actually surprised they did not get the foul there on Cardwell on that one. He tried to go straight up, but when he went into his chest, his hands came down. I thought they were going to call a foul on him. Dylan's got to be careful here. This is one of the things I was worrying about with them is now they can get him. They went to the other guard. They can get Cardwell off the floor and go smaller here. Good defense on the inbounds there. Should have been Auburn ball to begin with, though, but whatever. I ain't mad because of the no call on Dylan. Good defense. Let's go. Let's go. Good close out there by Miles Kelly there on the to force a tough shot underneath the rim. Uh-oh, a deep one from Miles. Ooh! Let's go. Let's go. Miles Kelly dialing it up, baby. Hey, good start to the game, both offensively and defensively. The only worry I have right now is Dylan Cardwell is in his kind of reckless foul mode. Like he gotta hold that down a little bit better. I'll be right back, y'all, and check on the kid during this commercial break. Oh, my bad. Yeah, I was actually asking you about the brown water comment. I said, what brand are you sipping on tonight? Am I still good with y'all? Can y'all hear me? Shows I am over here. Oak aged tequila. I can't. I don't rock with tequila, my boy. That's all you. Cool. How y'all feeling so far, Auburn fans? I want to, man. I wonder if there's gonna be any Duke fans that just kind of pop into this stream, man. They're not gonna be able to comment because they're not members, but extra añejo. It tastes like a mild bourbon. I listen. I don't like the taste of the stilled um. I don't like just I just tequila, man. It's not a good flavor for me. I've never had a tequila I've ever liked. There's a lot of Auburn fans in there. How many minutes y'all think JP Pegues gets tonight? If Auburn is not in foul trouble slash injury issues. Todd Pettiford in the game now. Um, Cheney Johnson in the game. So they took the two bigs out and went small. This is something I thought that they would go and do a small line. Oh, Janai Broom still in the game. So yeah, they went smaller to combat this four guard lineup that Duke has out here. Come on, Cheney. Come on, Cheney. Cheney doesn't have to block everything, man. Just like look, yes, that's part of the issue with him is like he gets hype and wants to make the play every single time. He doesn't have to do that. Good miss, second miss for Duke. Good board there by Cooper Flag though. Switch it. Yep. Good defense. Yep. Let him shoot that three, Janai. Yep. Now the mid range he can get to. That's Auburn ball. Yep. Let's go. Tears of Lorena. Lorona. Duke's going to extended pressure. Okay. They're gonna trap at half court. Yep. Good shot by Janai. Got to make that one though. I think he rushed that a little bit, not knowing what he wanted to do. They went to a zone, and Auburn wasn't really ready. That's a good switch up defensively there for Duke. Yep. Give him the room and let him come to you, Cheney. There you go. He's moving on that screen though. Short. Good hustle by Duke there to get that board. Oh, he traveled. All right. Need a good offensive possession here. They went back to the man, so they're switching defenses quite a bit here. Cheney for three. Nope. I don't know if that's a good shot. That's a good shot from Flag. That's a good shot. Need a better possession here. Last two possessions, shots have felt rushed there from Auburn. Yeah, that's not again. That's three possessions, three bad shots. There was a lot of dribbling on his own there by Jahad Baker Mazara. Don't get a foul there, Cheney. Come on, bro. That's two on him all out. Come on, man. It's not good defense, Cheney. You got to be okay with him making tough shots and not trying to feel like you got to do too much. That stop spin situation, that's a shot you can give up and be okay. It's a good contest. It's a bad foul by Cheney. Mm. I'm surprised Cooper Flag doesn't keep that when he has Pettiford on him. Good hands. Oh, that's three bad possessions there for Auburn offensively. You got to get better shots than that. I'm gonna have to dip out of here in just a minute to go get my kid in the bed. I'm gonna leave the stream up. Of course, y'all are watching the game, but I'll be back with more commentary in a little bit. Um, in about 5 minutes. At the next break, I'll go do that, and I'll try to be back as quickly as I can. Malik Brown is going to be a tough guard on Janai. Miles Kelly coming out now. Who did they put in? Chad back in. Ooh, tough shot by Chad. Tough shot. Good under up and under there. Hmm. Little late there with the pass there from Chris Moore. It might have been a 2. That was a foul there by Denver Jones. I'm glad they didn't call it. Oh, they ruled it a 2. Okay. I thought so. Wow, Chris Moore corner 3. Missed it. Dang. All right. That's 3 of 4 possessions. I mean, Chad took a tough 3 and he made really 4 possessions in a row where they didn't really get good shots. Ooh, good hands. Yes, we'll take that. I don't know if that's a good foul call, but I'll take it. They're gonna have to figure out how to get minutes without Janai on the floor though, because right now he's playing every minute. He's playing heavy minutes this year. Actually, that's a good call. He grabbed his arm trying to go for the ball. Hmm. That's not a bad shot, but a miss there. That's good defense. Yes, sir. Auburn ball. All right. I'll be right back, y'all. Let me go get this kid in the bed. Hopefully, I don't come back to no disasters. All right, y'all. I'm back. Duke is making a lot of threes right now. I told you guys they were going to go on some sort of run out here where they were going to be making 3-point shots. Auburn just needs to be able to weather those runs. The freshman came off the bench, knocked down some big ones. Tahai Pettiford has played well now in this second run here for Auburn. They did take that other shot off of the board, looked like. So it's a tie ball game right now. Good. Auburn has 8 fouls to Duke's just 4. That's a big one. I told you guys foul trouble was going to be a big thing for this Auburn team in this one. A couple of guys with 2 in the first half, one with 3. So um, it's going to be a big situation there. Here we go, Cheney knocking it down. Let's go. Chris Moore playing heavy minutes because of the foul trouble that's happening out there. Miles Kelly was the early offensive star for Auburn from deep. Are they going to be able to get him some more touches? Yeah, this action that Duke is running is really get out of the lane, Janai. Get out of the lane, Janai. He's been in the lane the whole possession, and they didn't call it 3 seconds. Oh man, Taha just straight up fell. Nike, come save us. It's a mismatch. Clear it out. Yep. There we go. Good mismatch. Good recognition there. Oh, he just straight up fell. That's an unfortunate one there for Tahad there. I know that I'm a little behind what you guys are watching, but that's kind of the danger of doing this. It's not going to be synced for what is on the stream versus what you guys see. Oh, Janai's missed a couple of those. This dude again. Golly. This dude Evans is going crazy. Chad is going crazy too, though. Auburn's got to figure out how to just deny Evans the ball because he is just catching and shooting that boy. Hopefully he cools off, but he is 4 for 4 from 3 or 4 from 5, excuse me. That's a bad pass, Chad. In transition to 3, wow. This is what Duke does though. Get out in transition, take threes. This is what they do. Auburn's just got to weather this storm and get some better possessions. There's been a couple of possessions where they're just not getting good shots. That's a bad turnover there on that last one, though. Miles Kelly, great drive, but great contest. That guy Malik Brown is good, man. Mm. This dude Evans has 5 freaking threes, bro. Or excuse me, 6. That's crazy. Hmm. Not a bad first half considering you got a guy who's hit 6 threes out there. Oh, good push off there. Good defense. 5. Janai to nope. Not a bad first half, but a guy hitting daggone 6 threes really is a tough thing to have. Down by 7 with a guy coming off the bench hitting 6 threes is crazy. So, Auburn needs to just run their action a little bit better here in the second half. Some bad possessions there where they came up with bad shots. I'm missing shots is one thing, but just having bad possessions where you're throwing the ball away or you're going and taking bad shots is not what you want to be. You can't have in a game like this. Um, you say they're giving up a lot of offensive rebounds. Let's look at what the rebounding is looking like so far in this game. Duke has 8 offensive boards. Duke is this is surprising, but Duke is killing Auburn on the glass right now, 24-15. And this is not. This is Auburn is supposed to be the more physical team on the inside now. You played long stretches without your one of your better rebounders out there in Dylan Cardwell because of the foul trouble early in this game. And Dylan does this sometimes in big games where he's a little too juiced up and he'll get into foul trouble. He's got to be able to be out there. And with Broom being the only real rebounder out there, Chaney Johnson being the other rebounding guy, not playing a lot because of the foul trouble that he had in the first half. You're going to be in a position where you're going to have Duke, who is a long athletic team, able to get out there on the glass a little bit better than Auburn is. So, um, getting out rebounded by 9 right now is crazy. Uh, 3 to 5 on, excuse me, 3 to 8 on the offensive glass. Second chance points by Duke 11, and that's really where the deficit is coming from is those second chance points. Bench points 29 right now for Duke. 29 bench points for Duke, and most of that is again a guy going out there shooting free threes like crazy. He's got 18 off of the bench. So not a great first half in terms of just being able to rebound the basketball for sure. But I think that Auburn needs to do a better job at like they weren't communicating well on some of these actions, and people were getting wide open on a lot of these screen actions. So Auburn's got to communicate, and it's tough when you're in this kind of environment to hear. But like some of this was a result of just poor communication. And listen, I hate to say it because I've been trying to give him a pass. JP Pegues has been a liability so far in this game. He is not. I mean, his whole demeanor just looks like he is not ready for this moment. He just looks very unprepared for this moment. And as a guy that you were hoping as a more senior player would be absolutely ready for these kinds of moments, and he's not. Um, let's see here. Auburn hasn't shown up yet. Auburn showed up early, but they went away pretty quickly when they started getting into some lazy offensive possessions. We look shocked that Duke likes to shoot threes. I don't think it's shocked. I think Duke just does a really good job of getting open looks from 3, right? Like I think they do a really good job of doing that. That's their game. And they're that's the thing that they're elite at. When they're making them, they're very hard to beat. It's when they're not making them that you can go out there and beat them. So they've got to do a better job in Auburn of running them off the 3-point line. Except for, like I said, I didn't like, if you guys were on here, I didn't like the contest from Janai where he went and contested Cooper Flag 2 feet beyond the 3-point line. Cooper Flag with 10 boards already in this game, but 2 feet beyond 3-point line, because that's not his game. Like, you got to recognize who the shooters are and who they're not. Make Flag shoot that one, and you gave up something in the lane to him where you ended up getting a foul on Dylan Cardwell early in the game. That's not a good defensive possession. So they are going to have to defensively. Auburn's got to play better than this and more sound and force Duke into tougher shots. They're giving him good, clean looks. and that young man has made him pay so far. So, got to come out defensively in this second half with a better communication plan, and offensively, they do a good job of trying to do some intentional action to get Janai usually coming out of the half involved in this stuff. Right now, Janai only has 5 points on 2 of 9 shooting. He's missed some makeable shots down there in the lane. But they're going to have to try to get Janai some easy buckets and let him get in there and take over this game. I don't know how much you're going to see um, Maliwak play in this game anymore, just because they are probably going to want to keep Malik Brown out there with Janai on the floor. He's done a good job of playing him one-on-one, but Auburn's got to do a better job of getting um, Malik Brown trailing a little bit better and getting Janai Broom the ball while he's in motion and try to get Brown into some foul trouble. Maybe Brown only has 1 personal foul so far in this game. So again, not a bad first half, but those threes hurt. When you got a guy who's just seemingly unconscious from 3, then that's difficult. Home cooking, we might get a call for every 5 they get. I mean, it is what it is. I don't think the refs are the biggest story in this game right now. But we'll see what happens. There's a lot of time Broom doesn't defend the paint. Um, I don't know. He's one of the leading leaders in the country in shot blocking, and he alters a lot of shots. I don't know. I mean, he gets pulled out of the paint a lot intentionally by teams that play this 5-out style. But yeah, I don't know about that one. Reminds me of Iowa State. Not sure Duke could have played better that first half after that timeout. Yeah, that's true. No Ja'Kai Howard. Ja'Kai Howard hasn't played very much the last few games since the whole incident on the plane. It'll be a different story second half. I hope so. Brown is fouling a lot, but not getting the calls. So, but it's physical. I'm okay as long as it's even on the physicality standpoint. No more Pegues. The problem is Tahad Pettiford gets himself into foul trouble, and the issue for Pegues not playing minutes is you have to rely on Pettiford a lot more, and he gets himself in foul trouble, and then that means you got to play heavy minutes for Denver Jones at the point guard, and that doesn't allow him to get off of the ball. So, yeah, Pegues he's got to step it up. Nah, this is better than ISU. It's a lot closer. How about the Kansas Creighton game? Didn't watch that. What happened in that game? Let me take a look at my ESPN app and see what happened with Kansas versus Creighton. Appreciate you guys jumping in here with me. I know it's difficult to watch the game and listen to me talk, especially with a game where Auburn's not winning. It's a lot more fun when we're winning the game. Creighton winning by 10 points right now versus Kansas. Mississippi State beating the brakes off of Pitt right now, 56-29. Iowa State is just beat Marquette by 11. Yeah, basketball is stressful to watch, man. Auburn is a second half team. They have been so far this season. Hopefully, again, it starts on the defensive end. Brown's fouled more than once, hasn't been getting called. He reaches in a lot. He does. He's got long arms though, so they're allowing him to do that. What's crazy is they called that same reach-in foul on the guard from Duke when he was guarding Janai that they didn't call on Brown multiple times. So that is very interesting. The 3 is working for both teams, but hopefully Auburn doesn't rely on it in the comeback. Need to look for good shots. Let's look at 3-point shooting for both the teams. Both shooting 47%, 7 for 15 for both teams. 6 of those 7 from the same guy. Miles Kelly has been the guy most, and Chad Baker-Mazara from 3 for Auburn. Chad with 2 of 2, Miles Kelly with 3 of 4, and then Tahad with the other 2. So more even distribution of the 3-point shots from the Auburn team. It is 6 of them from one guy and then 1 from the other. So Auburn just really needs to figure out how to find that guy and make the other guys beat you, it seems like. Moore, Broom both took out of rhythm shooting threes. Agreed. I didn't like the Chris Moore 3 in transition early in the shot clock. I would rather him catch that and drive. If Janai and company can stay composed, they will show why they're the best team in the country. I mean, if you're the best team in the country, then that's exactly what you do. If Kansas takes an L, I feel like we would too. I felt like we would too. I hope I'm wrong. Yeah, I hope you're wrong too. I don't. Kansas ain't got nothing to do with us. If we lose this, we drop to 5, 6, or 7. Probably so, honestly. For no reason whatsoever, because there are teams that are in the top 5 right now with losses. So, Broom with only 5. I like our chances. I like them as well. They just got to play better defensively. Cooper Flag hasn't done a lot for them, so this is the best by far I've seen Cooper Flag play. Really, I mean, he hasn't done anything bad. They're not relying on him a lot because the 3-point shot is working for that the other kid off the bench though. So Cooper Flag hasn't had to go out and generate as much. Ike, are you tired? It's been a long day. I absolutely am tired, but hey, this is what we got to do. We got to get out. I'll rest tomorrow. So when I get off work tomorrow, I'm gonna take a lot of time to not be talking. Um, 18 points off the bench the first half is crazy. Yes, he's just getting a ton of rebounds. Yeah, Cooper Flag already has 10 boards in this game, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 10 rebounds. He is, but that's another element to his game. He doesn't have to score in order for him to be effective. And that's the thing with Janai right now. He hasn't been the do everything guy for Auburn. 2 assists and 3 rebounds. Like the rebounds is the most surprising thing for Janai, only having 3 in this game. So a lot of basketball left to play. We will see what happens in this second half. Again, I think it's got to start on the defensive end, particularly on the defensive glass for Auburn in this game, and then closing out on 3-point shooters and making them drivers, and then playing smart when they get into the lane, not trying to block every shot, but at least contest. UConn finally showed up. Janai and Dylan look frustrated. Yeah, because they're getting, Dylan again. I think sometimes he, in his physicality, he gets like silly fouls sometimes, where it's like, man, I get you want to push people around and kind of be the enforcer, but it's like some of that's not necessary. But when he's at his best, he's controlling the paint, and he hasn't been able to do that with the early foul trouble. Both offenses are doing awesome at spacing. I haven't seen this efficient of offense in a long time. Yeah, Auburn, Duke has done well in the half court, more so than they typically have been. But again, I think that's a lot on Auburn's miscommunication on defense than anything else. If Auburn can effectively communicate those switches better and just understand where they need to be and how they need to defend that stuff, then they're going to make Duke get at least some tougher shots. Right now, they're not forcing them into tough shots. They were early in the game, and then again, the freshman comes off the bench and starts lighting it up, and it creates a different kind of spacing when a guy's shooting like that. As soon as the commentator mentioned that the turnovers were low, Auburn started turning it over. That happens a lot. 3-2 zone on D. I don't know that you want to go to zone unless that kid who's shooting lights out from 3 isn't out there. So if he's not out there, then yeah, go to zone and make some of those other guys figure it out. The issue with the zone is I do think that actually helps Cooper Flag because he is more of a medium range guy. And if he's going to be able to flourish in the mid range, it's going to happen against the zone. So I would like to maybe see some zone to extend the defense, but you can't do that if that freshman's going to come out in the half shooting the way he did in the first half. Hopefully he comes back down to earth a little bit, but he is lighting it up right now. Chad looks like a guy who wants the ball a little bit more. So we'll see how they do in the second half with getting Chad and Janai more involved in the offense. I don't like that sometimes when Chad gets frustrated, he starts going one-on-one, but he is a good one-on-one basketball player. Apparently he's like that. Yeah, he can shoot. That's why he's a McDonald's All-American. There is no doubt that he can go out there and light it up. I'm just hoping that, the percentage, like right now, he's shooting an ungodly percentage, right? Like if he's going to shoot 23s, okay, then he's hitting 6, no problem. But he's shooting 6 of 8 from 3 right now. He hasn't taken anything but 3s. So 6 of 8 is a crazy percentage to shoot. So hopefully, he comes back down to earth and starts missing a couple of them. Appreciate you guys. I know some of y'all probably tired of hearing me talk. I've been talking all day. I'm tired of talking. I ain't gonna lie to you. but I enjoy what I'm talking about, so it helps. Mm, mm, mm. What else y'all want to talk about here at the halftime watch party going on? Duke currently in the lead versus Auburn 43-36 at the half. Again, both teams really shooting a healthy percentage from three at 47%, 7 of 15 each, 15 3-pointers. Auburn doesn't really take more than like low 20. Like Duke is going to take another 10 to 15 threes in the second half of this game. If Auburn's not in panic mode, then Auburn probably will only take another 6 or 7 unless somebody's going crazy from it. But 15 in the first half is actually a lot for Auburn. Um, Duke is only shooting. Both teams have taken 31 shots. Duke has only made one additional. So the real difference is going to be free throws, isn't it? Free throws. Duke is 8 of 11. Auburn is 3. That's the difference in this game, actually. Is Duke is 8 of 11 from the free throw line. Auburn is only 3 of 4. Auburn has only had 4 free throw attempts to Duke's 11. That's the big difference in this game right now. Duke is winning by 7 points. They have 1 additional field goal made, but they have 5 additional free throws. That's the difference in the game. 5 additional free throws made and 1 additional field goal. On the floor, other than the whistles, Auburn is playing them almost to a draw here. They're only losing by 1 bucket. So that's the difference in the game. I believe that if this was not in Cameron, that Auburn would probably be winning this game pretty heavily right now. But because they're in their home arena and this freshman is playing well at his house, I think that that's a big thing. But if this was a neutral site, I don't know that Duke would be winning this game, considering how well Auburn is actually playing in this one. Mm, yeah, buddy out here looking like Steph Curry with the pass and relocate that he's had going on here. All right, second half, we're about to get this thing cranked up. Hopefully, Auburn can come out here and handle business. Let's see what we got here. Second half, Auburn versus Duke. I'm staying live through the duration for y'all. Auburn has 0 buckets in transition. They got Chris Moore starting this half. That's a 7-foot guy getting that board right there. That's not even like a surprise. He's jumping up over Chris Moore. Ooh, another one can nipple. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's flag. Short. And one. That should have been a foul right there. No reaching. Play solid. Yeah, that's a tough shot. That's what you want to force him to do, though. That's an over dribble by Denver right there a little bit. Throw it up. Oh, that's a bad foul, Dylan. It's a bad foul, man. He got to stop getting the silly fouls, bro. Ah, that's a common foul, though. I hope they don't go try to look at this and see if it's something else. He did try to go block the ball. It's a common foul, though. Come on, guys. Oh, come on, dog. That's a regular foul. Come on. I get he hit him on the head, but he's not trying to. He's trying to go to the ball, though. This better not be a flagrant, dog. Crazy. No way. No way. That's trash, bro. He's definitely contesting the shot. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. He's definitely going for the ball there. That's I mean, I get he hit him in the head, but it can't be a flagrant foul in that situation. That's such a bad call. This is the first time I'm gonna say that the refs screwed Auburn. Like I get some of the other ones, people like, oh, they're not calling fouls. That's a bad call. That's a legitimately bad call. That's a legitimately bad call right there. All right, Auburn, you got to fight through this right here. Legitimately bad call right there. He's gonna get 3 free throws here because of the flagrant, right? And then they're gonna come shoot one more because of the and one, right? Oh, he got wait a minute. He got 2, but okay. All right, whatever. That's a terrible call though, guys. I'm sorry. Ooh, dang. Yeah, when you're throwing it up to a 7-2 guy over the top of Cheney, that's rough. It's a good throw there by Proctor though. That's crazy. 5-point trip. Yeah, here we go. That's a veteran move right there by Miles Kelly to get that foul call. It's early, bro. It's early, bro. It's a good pass. Good pass. Yep. Hit the backboard first. It went to the backboard first. Yeah, it definitely hit the backboard first. Yes, points. All right, let's get out a good defensive possession here without a silly foul. Yeah, that's just a mismatch size wise. Mm. Yeah, Auburn's not rebounding very well. It's a good shot by Flag again. Auburn's rebounding like, oh, come on. Sheesh. That was sloppy. That was sloppy. Mm, that's unfortunate. I still hate that flagrant foul call though, dog. Tell me Chad's coming back in the game now. All right, we got an offensive guy in. All right, down 12. Let's get a solid possession here. We need the Janai to get the daggone ball. At least a touch on this position. There he is. That looks like another goaltend. Good communication on that switch. We'll take that from Cooper Flag. Miles Kelly just mistimed his jump there. That wasn't being outworked. That was a mistimed jump. But doesn't matter. Still equates to the same amount of points. Yep, good call. Mm, 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 mm. Right now, Auburn is just a little out of sorts right now. They're playing kind of frantically, and I get that they're down by double digits, but they've been in this position before. They just need to kind of settle down. Like that last turnover was more frantic. That last missed time jump by Miles Kelly was more frantic. Like they're trying to speed their pace up a little bit, and I think that favors Duke a little bit more. Um, Duke has done a good job in their set defense, though. Duke's a good defensive team, um, and they do a good job of extending their defense, particularly against the guards out front, to make the passes into the post difficult. But Auburn's found some better post entry things, which is why I think Duke is going to Malik Brown now to try to be a better defender there on the interior. So um, I expect for some more action with Chad and some of that Iverson cut stuff coming up here. They need to make once that guy who made all them threes in the first half gets back in the game, they need to try to get him in some defensive action and make him play on both sides of the court. Yeah, they will give me palpitations. I'd rather be mad at the end than mad while watching the entire game. Maybe it will get better if I stop watching. That's funny. It's a rough watch. I mean, it's always going to be rough when the team you're rooting for is losing. Please do hit the like button on this. I know some people tuning in aren't able to comment because they're not members, and so it's frustrating for those folks. But hey, if this doesn't go well and doesn't get a lot of people wanting to come on board with Green Name, then we'll just do these as members only. But the post game, if you're watching and you're not a member, will be open to everybody. Maybe it's time for the Baker Show. CBM, wake them up. It's your boy, Yo Gotti. Yeah, Jakai Howard and I mean, he still has his shooting shirt on. At least Hudson has his shooting shirt off, looking like he might get in the game. All right, here we go, Tahad. 10 seconds left on the clock. Good find. Cheney, short. Good board. Good tip across. Knocked down Tahad. Let's go. Let's get a good defensive possession here, Dice. That's good hustle there by Chad to tip that across to Tahad. Oh, I thought Tahad was going to shoot that. Good defense. Ooh, missed the bunny. Let's go. Miles Kelly get to the corner. All right. Ooh, good pass. Good pass. It's a mismatch. Yeah, I'm surprised Flag gave that up. He traveled, man. That's a good medium range, but he traveled when he first got the ball. Good drive to hide. Play ball, man. That boy can hoop, man. Oh, almost a turnover. Good defense. All right, here's the bad mismatch. He's gonna. I about to say, walk him down there. No, come on, Tahad. You got to be okay with that a little bit, Tahad. Like I know he's a bigger guy. Dang, man. And this is what I was saying at halftime. Tahad gets himself in foul trouble because he's a little that looked awful coming off his hand in that free throw. Because he gets reachy and handsy and he gets a lot of those cheap fouls. And so like it's difficult to keep him on the floor. And then you got to go to Pegues or you got to keep Jones playing a lot of heavy minutes. And Tahad was playing really well. So like you want to keep him on the floor. Missed them both. See, now Tahad's back off of the floor. And he was playing really well right then. Ooh, good block. Denver seems out of sorts right now offensively. Mm. Evans ain't so good when he ran off that free throw three-point line, is he? Chad knows how to draw fouls. I tell you that. At work, stressing out. We on a run now. Not bad. They're doing all right. Gotta. Oh, that's a little bit of a push off there by Chad. Knipple grabbed his arm though, but yeah, Chad definitely pushed off. All right, let's go. Yes, he was out of bounds. It should have been a push by what you call it, but yeah. It's good defense though. Cheney had the ball. I don't even know what this dude's talking about. Much better communicating those screens right now by Auburn. Good defense, but no backside off the board. Yep. If he doesn't miss that long, then Auburn's in a good position. But because he misses it all the way over the top. Yes, sir. Put him in the basket, Janai. Let's go. All right. Auburn making a little bit, clawing back into this, got it down into a 2-possession game. A big thing for Auburn right now is they've done a better job of communicating this ball screen action on defense, making the Duke baskets a little bit more tough. With that last drive, though, when Janai comes over to shot block, there's nobody there on the backside for the rebound. And that's just kind of the way it is with that downhill drive and that 5-out offense that they're running. The screener rolling is going to be wide open, rolled into the basket for the board when you contest on that. So Auburn may have to consider switching that rather than trying to play the drop coverage on it, especially late in the clock. So I don't know. We'll see. Feel like Auburn is about to make a run if the refs allow it. I think Auburn is in a good position right now. Oh my goodness, my voice is going out. Been talking all day. Ah, shoot. I need to go get some water, y'all. My voice is about to run out on me. All right. Yeah, they're definitely competing hard, James. Solid. There it is. All right. Janai's got to be smart here. Oh, yep. Basket interference. That was still on the rim. Yeah, that's on the rim, fam. Oh yeah. Told you guys they were gonna probably get Janai Broom more involved in some quick looks, easy stuff, getting him in motion. Oh, come on. Stop giving Cooper Flag these superstar calls, man. All right, Malawatch back in the game, so they got the taller guy in here. Bad communication on the switch there. He missed it though. Now I'm about to say that, but thank you for thinking twice about that, Janai. That's not in the flow. Mm. Yep, definitely hit Janai's knee. That's a good call. Mm. Close to a 5-second call right there. Mm. No, that is not. That is a bad call. He's allowed to fight over that screen. Yo, if y'all aren't gonna let people fight over the top of screens, dog, he's not even hold. That's a bad call, bro. It's a little bit of flop there by Cooper Flag. That's a bad call. They're trying to say he was holding him. That's not. That's a bad call. He tripped because he got his feet tangled up on his own screener. That's bad. I hate that call. Good steal off the inbounds. Let's go. Yep, get it to Janai early. I'm surprised he didn't just back him down. Janai, you're going out of control right now, bro. Calm down. Calm down, Janai. It's the second time you've gone a little bit too reckless here. He's not taking those in the. He was getting them in the flow of the offense, and now he's forcing it a little bit. Good fake. Yep, that's good offense right there. It's good offense. Yeah, Janai forced it those last two times, getting a little bit too anxious because he felt like he had an advantage. Possession's a little too precious for that. If we lose close, do we still drop? Absolutely. But listen, man, like I don't want y'all to get too caught up in rankings like this early in the season. Just keep playing good basketball and you'll close where you need to be. It's in football. In good position right now. I agree. Just gotta get some more solid possessions here. You're in striking distance, and you had a couple of bad possessions there. Best basketball Auburn basketball knowledge on the interwebs. I don't know. Are there Auburn basketball guys out there? I know there's like one podcast that's out there, and I think they're pretty good. A sideline warning for Auburn. All right, so Hod back in there. I'm sorry, y'all, if my voice starts going out. Like I really have been talking a lot today. Kansas L. Sahad knocking it down. All right, back to a two possession game here. Let's get a solid defensive possession here. Good switch. Mismatch. Huge mismatch. Come on, Tahad. If that is on Tahad, then that's four, and he's back out of the game. Tahad was playing so well, and now this foul trouble is going to limit him going to the end here. Look at him. Yo, pause, bro. Turned his head after the initial thrust. Pause, bro. Cooper Flag is taking over right now. Oh, it's a push in the back. Yes, sir. Let's go. That's how a McDonald's All-American guard should look in his freshman year, making a couple of bad plays as far as defense and getting himself in foul trouble, but he's out there being a bucket. That's a McDonald's All-American guard right there for you. Big shots from three, tough, taking on every challenge. That's an All-American guard right there. I'll take this overlay down off of this thing, man. I think I like it better with the brand on there, so I'll just leave it. I don't really like how it's cutting off at there at the top, but whatever. Whatever's. Thursday, 6 p.m. Central. Shoot. Um, oh man. So Auburn's gonna have the ball coming out of this timeout. I'd be so Chad was on the bench. Tahad is out there right now with Janai. They're gonna have to get Dylan back in the game here in a minute. Just how many minutes has Janai played so far this game? Janai is currently at 30 minutes. They're gonna need to get him some time here. Dylan's only played 11 minutes. They need to get at least another 2 minutes in both of those files, Ala Dylan, to get 2 minutes off of the floor for Janai. Cheney's got 3. Yeah, Chris Morris might have to come back in and play some minutes here in a minute as well. I'll be surprised if Cheney isn't back up off of the bench. I mean, Chad isn't back up off of the bench out of this timeout. All right, Tahad. Uh-oh, Miles Kelly. Yak 'em. Oh, he fell on his own. Oh. That's a silly shot. Oh, he's limping. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Step back from Tahad. Nasty. Nasty. Come on, Tahad. Be solid, my boy. Be solid. That's a good shot from Proctor. Good hustle there from Knipple. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh, Tahad, that was a heat check. I don't know if we needed that one, but that's a heat check. I don't know if we needed that one. We could have gotten a solid one there, but that would have been a big one. Knipple might have been pushing off there to get loose. Miles Kelly. That's not a bad foul though. I mean, he's trying to fight through the screen again. Yeah, Cooper Flag cleared off with that off arm. He might have traveled. He might have traveled. Probably is. Timeout. Good call, Janai. Good job. Good job. All right, let's get a solid possession here. I'm actually surprised Chad is still on the bench right now. They're getting some really solid minutes from Cheney. Um, Maybe they're going to try to keep him out and then let him play the final four out there. Miles Kelly is giving you some really solid minutes too. He's played 30 something minutes already. Let's look at Miles Kelly. Miles has played 31 minutes right now. Him and Janai are the guys playing the most minutes. All right, Tahad. Smart possession here. We need Janai to get a good uh uh yeah, he got caught going nowhere. That wasn't a good smart. That wasn't a smart possession there to hide. Nobody else touched the ball. Come on, let's work the offense. Let's work the offense. Two guys in the same area right there. Oh come on! Oh come on, Chad. Behind the back, out of bounds, Chad. Ooh, that was a bad possession by Sahad, and then a bad turnover out of bounds by Chad. Short. Miles Kelly wants the ball. Ooh, nice floater, boy. All right, back within 2. Let's get a better a good defense and a better offense out of this. Come on, dog. Tahad looks tired right now. Uh-oh, mismatch. He's going to go try to go get the foul. Ooh, good block from behind by Chad. I mean, yeah. Ooh, deep 3 from Proctor. Oh, you hate that. Good defensive possession, loose ball 3. Hate that. They had a fake baby. What is that about? Uh-oh, Miles Kelly off the pin down. Oh! Golly, that was halfway down and came back out for for Chaney. No, that is not that. Come on, dog. Come on, bro. How many is that? Is on Miles? 2. Golly, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Tough loose ball transition situation, and then a really tough miss underneath by Chaney. Get it back out to a 5-point lead. Duke with the ball. Tough situation there. Hate to see it. All right, y'all. Come on. Solid defensive possession here. That place is as loud as the jungle. I mean, Duke is one of the best environments in college basketball. That's really where that's the environment that Auburn's trying to recreate or trying to create, is one that's like Cameron. What the hell does the number 1 player in the nation have to do to get those type of foul calls? That's a good question. That's a good question, because Janai gets beat up a lot and they don't give him that kind of stuff. Maybe he doesn't flail and flop enough. Maybe if when he's trying to move, he does all this stuff like some of these other guys do, rather than being strong. He gets those calls. Mm, mm, mm. 4 minutes left in the game. Who's going to be the unselfish one and step up here? I feel like there's been a little bit of selfishness going on with a couple of these possessions. Janai with the two possessions in a row where he was being too hasty when it was down close to 2. Tahad had a couple of possessions where he was taking some kind of selfish shots. That last shot by Chad, I think, was a little selfish. He was doing on one-on-one. They've got to get back into getting assisted baskets here. Yeah, that inbounds play was terrible by Chad. Like, I don't even know what he's thinking on that, trying to throw a behind the back pass from the inbounds. Like, something he did that a couple of times last year, throwing crazy behind the back passes, trying to be flashy when it's unnecessary. It wasn't a very good inbound set to begin with for Auburn, but that was a terrible pass. Alexa's sending you notifications. What kind of notifications? Like every timeout, they're sending you a score update? That is crazy that Auburn's only forced 3 turnovers so far in this game. Auburn has 8 turnovers themselves. Close game. Uh, mm. 5-point game with just under 4 minutes. These fouls, man. Auburn is getting the fouls that Auburn is accumulating is rough though. Shaney Shaney has not done a great job of knocking down these threes, man. All right. Good minutes from Tahad. Has Denver scored tonight? Missed. Jump ball, Auburn ball. Jump ball. Chad was just trying to go help his guy out, bro. Come on. But a tech for what? Like all he did was try to move those because they clearly when Chad stood, I mean when Cheney stood up, the Duke players advanced towards him. He was just like, "Yo, all right, clear this out, bro. Like we're not finna do that." So why would they tee him up for that? See, that's what I'm saying. Like sometimes, see, like okay, it's a scrum right now. He's standing up. The Duke players went and crowded up on him. Chad's like, "Yo, yo, yo, clear that out." That's crazy. Nah, bro. Exactly. 7-point game at this point in time. Auburn's got the offense is really what's let Auburn down so far right now. 68 points to this point is well below their average. 75 points for Duke is good, but yeah, they Auburn's got to do a better job right now of playing solid offensively. Oh, come on, Chad. Come on, Chad. That was dumb. That was dumb. That was dumb. That was dumb. That was very dumb. What? How did they stop the why'd they even whistle anything? I don't even understand the whistle with no call at all. He did get away with that. That was 2 things. What? He didn't do that's a good foul. Good hard foul. All right. Let's get this down back under 2 possessions here. Here we go. 5-point game, 3 minutes left. Shoot. Come on, dog. Gotta keep this at 2 possessions. That's a tough shot. That's a tough shot. Uh, I don't know if that's a good call. I think Auburn got lucky there with that call. It's an early place to call that timeout, Bruce. You're down by 5 with 2 minutes and 48, and you call a timeout? I don't know that we needed a timeout right there, coach. Only 1 timeout left. If Auburn loses this game, though, there's going to be about 5 or 6 possessions that I'll look at and say these were wasted trips where they just didn't take good shots, good care of the basketball, and Duke didn't really do anything to force this. They made the plays where they needed to knock the ball out of broom sands, etc. But Auburn just didn't do a good job in about 5 or 6 possessions here that are really the deficit. Because every time Auburn closes, I think somebody just says this, like every time we close to within 2, Auburn does something stupid, and they keep doing that. He traveled on that last shot. He might have. They haven't called traveling on any of the Duke players yet this game, and they've done it a couple times. So, ah, good block. Halfway down and out. Dang. Now I don't mind that shot either. I mean, that was halfway down too. I, come on, Janai. Don't get a cheap one out top. All right. Ooh, good defense. Come on, dog. Get a good possession here. All the way to the cup. Ooh, good block. Good block. He got fouled. He got fouled on the way to the rim though. Like again, that's a call that Auburn has been getting called on them that they aren't calling. That was he definitely had hands on him as he's trying to drive. Oh, Janai's got him deep, bro. Chad in and out again. Oh, tough. That wasn't a bad shot from Chad though. Oh, lock him up. Come on. Good shot. Good shot. That's probably ball game right there. 7 with under a minute. Auburn needs a big shot here. Denver, not going to happen. He's fading sideways shooting that 3. That's not a good shot for Denver. He's more of a step back. He's more of a step back guy on the 3 rather than sidestep fading sideways. It didn't. Yeah, that shouldn't be a shot clock reset. Why did they wait until the officials finished looking at the thing to go wipe the floor up? Uh Good rebound though. Mm. All right, y'all. I'm gonna switch over here to the reaction stream. I'll see y'all over there in a little bit.